On a snowy winter night, a cyber cafe is bustling with customers. Everyone is enjoying themselves except for one employee, who just received a call from his girlfriend breaking up with him. He agrees without protest, which angers her as she questions if he ever truly loved her. Frustrated, he reveals that he fell for her because she seemed sweet and pure, but now she's shown her true colors as a gold digger. Heartbroken, he stares out into the night until his manager arrives for a shift change and gives him his month's salary, with a bit extra to cheer him up. After leaving work, the guy's phone rings again. Thinking it's his ex, he answers with harsh words, only to realize it's his father. He tries to cover it up and shares that he won a second prize in a raffle, which is enough to pay for his studies. Just then, he spots a speeding truck and rushes to save a little girl, getting hit himself and dying in the process. His soul ascends to a strange realm where he meets a divine being who takes him to the Lord of Chi Palace. There, he's told he died too early and cannot return to his previous life. Instead, he's offered various prestigious reincarnations, all of which he rejects. He wants a lazy life with no responsibilities. Eventually, he's led to the bridge of life to drink the elixir of forgetfulness and start anew. As he prepares to drink it, a dragon beast attacks, causing chaos and destruction. During a chaotic moment, he rushes through the first door he sees without drinking the elixir of forgetfulness. The chaos subsides, and later, a woman asks Lord Chi what kind of person Jing is since his presence alone caused such turmoil. Lord Chi fears the three realms will no longer be at peace. Jing reincarnates as the newborn son of an emperor, fully conscious and with his memories intact. He looks forward to a life of luxury. 15 years pass, and Jing, now a teenager, enjoys his princely life, slacking off and indulging in food. His parents, the emperor and empress, worry about his immaturity. One day at the emperor's dining table, Jing eats voraciously, shocking his parents. After eating, he announces he'll practice martial arts but instead relaxes in the field, getting massaged by his servants. His mother expresses concern to the emperor, who reassures her they'll check on him later. At the training grounds, Jing pretends to practice but actually naps. Meanwhile, the emperor, Yuan, trains his army. The empress again expresses concern about Jing's ability to lead. Yuan recalls a conversation with his brother, who doubted Jing's suitability as heir. Yuan had assured him that strength, not birthright, would determine the next ruler. Determined to test Jing, Yuan decides to send him to Kong to prove his worth. The empress worries, but Yuan believes the challenge will strengthen Jing. He dismisses her concerns, reflecting on his own harsh upbringing. At the training ground, the emperor finds Jing pretending to practice. Yuan offers him a chance to explore and train beyond the empire, but Jing must first defeat a demon beast in Kong. Jing confidently accepts the challenge. Later, Jing and his parents approach Kong's gates. The empress cautions him, and Yuan makes it clear that Jing must fight the beast alone. Inside the arena, Jing faces a snake that transforms into a larger, more powerful form. Initially scared, Jing calms down and trades blows with the beast, displaying strength and cunning. As he fights, he engulfs himself in the crimson aura of the nine heavens, a high-level technique that impresses everyone. Witnessing Jing's mastery of the high-level technique shocks everyone, as it usually takes decades to learn. Jing delivers a fatal blow to the snake demon, which only enrages it further, transforming it into a more powerful form. Yuan quickly throws his sword to Jing, advising him to turn it into a mystical weapon. Jing combines his blood with the sword, turning it into jade, and defeats the snake demon with a powerful attack. Yuan proudly tells everyone that Jing will make a great king. Meanwhile, the father of the snake demon, furious at his son's death, vows revenge and launches an assault on the West Prefecture, commanding other beasts to destroy the city and kill many innocents. A soldier reports to Governor Yuan about the attack. The winged snake demon arrives at Klong, demanding Jing's life. Yuan yells at Jing to run, but Jing stays to fight. The snake blocks his escape and roars, ready to battle. Yuan and the others are surrounded by demons, but Li steps up, telling Yuan to help Jing while he handles the other demons. Li, Ju, and Bei fight the demons with swords, magic, and fists. Jing faces the winged snake alone, using the drizzling rain sword technique, but the snake blocks his attack and chops off his arm. Jing reattaches his limb using a magic technique and continues fighting. Just as the snake is about to strike again, Yuan rescues Jing, using the Crimson Aura technique to fend off the attack. While Yuan fights the snake, Jing retreats to safety, reuniting with his relieved mother, Ju. Determined to help, Jing asks for assistance, but Yuan assures him that he can handle the snake alone. Yuan dominates the battle, forcing the snake to retreat. The snake accuses the Ji clan of killing his son, seeking revenge. Yuan chases and shoots arrows at the snake, eventually defeating it. Jing and Zhu walk through the devastated streets of the West Prefecture. Jing asks why his father hasn't returned yet, and Zhu reassures him that Yuan is likely still hunting the snake, determined to end the threat. Yuan acknowledges the winged snake's complaint, admitting they killed its son first and that its desire for revenge is understandable. However, Zhu quickly rebukes this notion, asserting that Jing, as the future governor, must be strong and protect his people, regardless of the snake's motives. She points to the innocent lives lost in the attack, emphasizing that the governor's duty is to defend his people without hesitation. Later, she informs Jing that Chunna's father has come to take her home. Jing is surprised, believing Chunna to be an orphan. She explains that her biological father has come and seeks permission to take her away. Jing finds Chunna and her father kneeling before him. Her father, the leader of a small tribe, explains that during the chaos of the snake demon attacks, he left Chunna with the Ji clan for safety. Now that the Black Fang clan is rebuilt, he wishes to take her back, fearing for her safety with the Ji clan under attack. Jing asks Chunna if she wants to leave. Tearfully, she says she doesn't want to go, preferring to stay with Jing even if it means facing danger. Jing, moved by her loyalty, tells her it might be best for her to leave temporarily for her safety, promising that it's not a permanent goodbye. Yuan later calls Jing to his room and gives him an amulet of protection, which allows Yuan to come to his aid if needed, though it only works within 10,000 kilometers of the city. Realizing this means he can now explore and train outside the city, Jing is overjoyed and begins preparing. Zhu expresses concern, but Yuan reassures her, believing that Jing needs real-world experience to grow. Meanwhile, Chunna is sad about leaving Jing. Her father comforts her, explaining that it's for her safety. She worries that leaving during difficult times might change how Jing sees her, but their conversation is cut short. Chunna's father urgently tells her to run as a giant snake flies overhead. Meanwhile, Jing sets out into the outside world, marveling at the lush scenery. She expresses concern to Bei about the dangers of the East Mountain Marsh, home to the Azure Sky Snake. Bei reassures her, saying the Ji clan can handle any problems. Jing ventures further, finding himself near a river. He spots a bird's nest and is startled by a snake, falling and hearing laughter. He sees a girl laughing at him. Defensive, Jing says she would be scared too if she saw the snake. The girl, offended, insists the snake is beautiful and demands an apology. Jing refuses, calling her demented, until she transforms into the snake, startling him. Nearby, two men practicing magic rituals discuss capturing the Azure Sky Snake. They hear the commotion and see Jing fighting the snake. They observe Jing's skills, impressed by his ability to use both a sword and techniques simultaneously, unaware that he is the Ji clan's prince. Jing fights the snake, trying to reason with her, but she escalates the fight. The men, Ironwood Jan and his accomplice, plan to trap both Jing and the snake. During the fight, Jing warns the snake of the trap, but she doesn't listen and gets caught in a yin-yang spell, suffering burns. Jing is attacked by the accomplice, who transforms into a beast, and demands to know who they are, but receives no answer. Despite being trapped, the snake tells Jing that the man is Ironwood Jan, a powerful expert. She warns Jing that he cannot win against Jan and should escape. Jing sarcastically replies that he already wanted to leave, saying she isn't worth dying for, and flees. The beast chases him, but Jing escapes into the forest. Jan tells the beast to let him go since their main target is the Azure Sky Snake. Jan demands the snake surrender and become his spirit beast, threatening her with the trap's pain. She refuses, saying she'd rather be reduced to ashes than be enslaved. Jan increases her pain, and Jing, watching from a distance, curses Jan's cruelty and tries to intervene. Bei stops him, advising against rash actions and reminding him this is part of his training. Jing then meditates, seeking a breakthrough. He notices how leaves and trees react to the wind, realizing that being calm and flexible ensures survival. This insight leads to a spiritual breakthrough, forming a powerful lotus flower energy around him. Bei watches proudly as Jing strengthens his new technique. As night falls, wolves start prowling. One approaches Jing, but his new energy technique automatically defends him, slicing the wolf apart. Bei and Qi are impressed by his progress. Meanwhile, Jan continues tormenting the snake, demanding her submission. His accomplice suggests that trying to convince the snake is futile. Jan notices a strange energy nearby and orders his accomplice to investigate while he tries to break the snake's will, warning that the energy belongs to a swift and fierce individual. Jan realizes the energy is too strong for one person to handle, So he decides to confront it with his accomplice. They leave the azure sky snake to suffer and eventually die from the spell. As they navigate through the forest, they find Jining meditating and perfecting his lotus technique. Jan is shocked and fearful when he sees Jining's powerful elemental energy. Regaining his composure, Jan tests Jining by throwing a rock, which shatters and wakes Jining from his meditation. Horrified by Jining's power, Jan attacks with a flame whip and a tree. Jining counters with a powerful punch, breaking the tree in half. Impressed, Jan acknowledges Jining's potential but vows not to let him leave alive, aiming to deny the Ji clan this talent. Jining declares that he only cares about the present moment and believes the heavens have given him the knowledge to defeat January. He warns Jan that his death is imminent. Jining's eyes change color, embodying the elements of water and fire from his lotus technique. Surrounded by this powerful energy, Jining prepares to unleash his wrath on Jan and his accomplice, telling them to get ready for his ultimate attack.